Tired of the same old boring decor? Ready to step into a world where art, texture, and culture collide? Welcome to our Bohemian apartment oasis, an eclectic haven where creativity has no limits. In this video, we're diving into the magic of Bohemian apartment decor, exploring how global influences, rich textures, and meaningful pieces create a uniquely welcoming atmosphere. This isn't just about interior design, it's about telling a story through the way we live. Our apartment isn't a showroom. It's a reflection of personal journeys, artistic impulses, and the bold choice to embrace the beautifully imperfect. Let's open the door and begin this colorful tour of eclectic charm. As we step further into our apartment, we're surrounded by items collected from around the world, each one bringing its own energy and story. There's a Moroccan rug with vibrant reds that echo the desert sands, Indian kantha quilts layered across the sofa, and Tibetan prayer flags fluttering gently by the window. These treasures aren't just decor, they are memories captured in fabric, pattern, and symbol. The apartment becomes a passport, with every piece representing a moment, a culture, a conversation. This is what gives a Bohemian apartment its depth. Not just how it looks, but what it remembers. The heart of a Bohemian apartment lies in its palette, a canvas painted with emotion and warmth. We layer earthy tones like terracotta, ochre, and deep olive with pops of jewel like turquoise and fuchsia. Our walls are soft white, but the textures are what bring the apartment to life. Chunky knits draped over chairs, vintage leather poofs, macrame wall hangings, and hand-carved wooden accents. This interplay of rough and smooth, light and deep, creates a sensory richness that welcomes everyone who steps inside. The apartment breathes in color and breathes out calm. In a Bohemian apartment, more is more as long as it tells a story. We use layering to build visual interest, stacking patterned cushions, overlapping rugs, and mixing materials fearlessly. Our shelves aren't minimal. They're curated with intention, filled with books, travel souvenirs, vintage vases, and handmade pottery. The apartment's walls showcase an eclectic gallery, framed prints from local artists, tribal masks, and even woven baskets as statement pieces. Displaying a boho space is about play. It's experimental, changeable, and always expressive of who we are in the moment. Perfection has no place in our Bohemian apartment. Instead, we celebrate the beauty in imperfection, the chipped edges of a clay bowl, the uneven dye in a hand-woven rug, the mixed-matched fabrics that somehow feel perfectly at home together. This style embraces authenticity, and our apartment reflects that in every corner. It's lived in, loved, and layered with meaning. We don't hide the quirks, we highlight them. In doing so, we create a space that feels real, honest, and unrepeatable. That's the spirit of boho, raw, rich, and radiantly human. No Bohemian apartment is complete without plants. Lots of them. Our space is a mini urban jungle with hanging pothos, large leafy monstrous succulents in handmade pots, and fresh herbs on the kitchen windowsill. Plants bring life and movement into the apartment, softening corners and adding bursts of organic green that contrast beautifully with the earthy tones. They also serve as natural purifiers, grounding the space with their calming presence. In a Bohemian apartment, plants are more than decor, they're companions that bring vitality and growth into everyday life. Lighting in our Bohemian apartment isn't just functional, it's emotional. We've chosen warm-toned bulbs, rattan pendant lamps, string fairy lights, and vintage lanterns to cast a soft, soulful glow across each room. The right lighting transforms the apartment into a cozy retreat, especially at night. Layering light sources allows us to shift the mood effortlessly from sunlit mornings to candlelit evenings. In Boho Decor, lighting isn't just how we see the space, it's how we feel it. And in our apartment, it sets the tone for relaxation, connection, and creativity. Rather than matching sets, our Bohemian apartment features collected furniture with history and charm. A hand-me-down velvet chair sits next to a mid-century coffee table, while a rattan bookshelf complements a carved Indian bench. Every piece feels like it was discovered, not bought in a rush. This approach to furnishing gives the apartment depth and soul, each item contributing its own character. The pieces don't scream luxury, but they whisper authenticity. In a Bohemian apartment, furniture becomes part of the narrative, welcoming, worn, and wonderfully mismatched. Art is woven into every corner of our apartment, from abstract brush strokes above the bed to ceramics crafted by local artisans. We believe a Bohemian apartment should inspire creativity, and ours does just that. Whether it's a painted mural on a hallway wall or a collection of DIY woven hangings, the space is filled with self-expression. There are no rules, only what feels true to us. This spirit of artistic freedom turns an apartment into a living, breathing canvas, one that reflects the maker's hand and heart in every detail. One of the joys of designing a bohemian apartment is the thrill of the hunt. Flea markets, thrift stores, antique shops, these are the treasure chests we love exploring. We've found intricate mirrors, beaded lampshades, and colorful woven baskets that now give our apartment its soulful character. Vintage pieces add charm and depth that no mass-produced item can replicate. In a boho apartment, age is beauty, and imperfections are prized. These treasures remind us of the past while enriching our present space with nostalgia and charm. Our bohemian apartment thrives on global patterns, from the intricate paisleys of Indian saris to the bold geometrics of African mudcloths. These patterns bring energy and diversity to the apartment, telling visual stories of faraway places. We mix and match without hesitation, combining florals with stripes, tribal motifs with vintage florals. This fearless blend of prints is what makes the apartment feel alive, vibrant, dynamic, and full of movement. It's a feast for the eyes and a celebration of cultural craftsmanship. While bohemian style is known for its freedom, our apartment still meets the demands of daily life. We've carefully balanced form and function using ottomans with hidden storage, wall-mounted shelves for books, and cozy seating that doubles as guest beds. The Bohemian apartment can be beautiful and practical at once. With clever design and thoughtful curation, we ensure the apartment remains a place of comfort and purpose without losing the wild, free-spirited energy that makes it special. Even in a small apartment, Bohemian style shines. We've used mirrors to reflect light, low seating to open up the space, and vertical storage to maintain flow. The apartment may be compact, but its personality is anything but. Every inch is infused with intention and creativity. Bohemian decor teaches us that it's not about square footage, it's about how we fill the space with stories, textures, and love. Our small apartment is big in soul, and that's what makes it unforgettable. The best part about designing a Bohemian apartment is that there are no rules, only possibilities. We encourage you to take what speaks to you from our space and make it your own. Whether it's adding a vintage throw, hanging a tapestry, or mixing up your colors and textures, let your apartment reflect your journey. Boho's style is deeply personal, and the most beautiful apartments are the ones that feel like a true extension of the people who live there. Embrace the mix, trust your taste, and don't be afraid to get eclectic. Thank you for joining us on this journey through our Bohemian apartment. We hope you found inspiration in the textures, colors, and cultural stories that fill this space. More than anything, we hope you feel empowered to infuse your own apartment with creativity, freedom, and joy. Bohemian decor is more than a look, it's a lifestyle. So go ahead, dream freely, decorate boldly, and let your apartment tell your story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more apartment tours and creative ideas from DreamApts.